All right, so boom, let's talk about the next part, right? All right, forget the sponsors. Why don't you just thug it out with somebody who's genuinely working? Maybe he got a 9 to 5. He may not be making, or be able to dish as much as Paul, right? Was just gonna say Paul
over there.
Paul, yeah, Paul's giving you $1,000 a week,
Right.
4,000 a month. But this guy, he's struggling, but he's working a modest life, and he's doing what he's doing. He's providing in whatever way he's providing. But it requires you to work hard too. It's stressful, and you got kids probably. Well, we got kids. You know what I'm saying? So you got the kids, but like, yo, how the fuck am I gotta buy diapers again? You don't got it? All right, then you go buy diapers again. You know what I'm saying? So why don't people and women just stick with that instead of trying to take the fast way out?
I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but maybe they ain't strong enough.
Pros and cons on that too.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not strong enough. Like, you do have those genuine men out there that are out there making a living for themselves, trying to be the provider, trying to just make ends meet. You have that. But unfortunately, you don't have a woman who is okay with that. So that person is not for you. And it's just plain and simple, just like that. Now, mind you, you might got a man who's like, yo, if that nigga want to throw you $1,000 every week, keep getting it. You know what I'm saying? You might have that. You might have that.
I don't like that though.
I mean, yeah, but it's real life.
No, it is. But I'm just saying, at what point in time do you like draw the line on it? Like, I never had a sponsor, so I can't really speak. Okay, cool. But I know me personally, maybe, and this could be me because I'm a man, so it might be different from a man to a woman. But I don't want to put a gender on it.
Right.
If somebody kept on supplying everything and I felt like I wasn't working for anything, I would kind of feel purposeless.
You feel less than a man, yeah.
I know, I would feel less than a person.
True.
Because, like, I'm not doing, like, when you're not doing for yourself, you're not providing for yourself, you're not really growing for yourself. So, I mean, I'm also a man too, so maybe my mind might think differently, maybe. When it comes to working it out with somebody, like, yo, if I'm working a job and I'm trying to push, I'm taking care of us the best way that I can, but at least I'm not in the street scamming. At least I'm not in the street selling drugs. At least I'm not risking my freedom, and I'm really doing whatever I can do. A lot of women don't understand that time passes, and that man that is a hardworking man usually becomes financially stable.
Exactly.
They think that
tired of you.
I'm about to drop something that I learned today. The average age of a millionaire is 56 years old. The average age of a millionaire is 56 years old. So these women think that these 28-year-old men, 25, 32, 35-year-old men are supposed to have X amount of dollars and compete with a lifestyle that's unrealistic, when usually it takes men time to build.
I think the problem is social media. When it comes down to certain situations, as far as, you being in a relationship, you having kids, and you having a man who's working a 9 to 5 job, like, social media is a problem because everybody's trying to live up to that expectation. Like, what's not for you is not for you. So if you are with somebody who is working 9 to 5 and they that's what they want to do, to be the sole provider or to just take care of their family, you gotta take that in, because it's a lot of men who are out here running the streets. And with the streets comes a lot of negativity, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking nobody for nothing I'm not knocking anybody for what you do to get to your money. That's your business. And if whatever hustler you are, then, you know what I'm saying, I support it. But you have the men who are in the streets selling the drugs and doing all of the rah-rah nonsense. And then you got women who are not okay with that either. You know what I'm saying? But when they bring that money to go drive this type of car or to go pop all these bottles in the club and the turn up and the fancy this and the jewelry and all, it's all right.
Yep.
You have to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, then you're never gonna be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and you'll take advantage of that man who's out there taking care of the household, taking care of the kids, but doing it the right way. And then what happens? You go be with the drug dealer, or you're with the bum, I don't know, and I'm not gonna knock drug dealers because, like I said, like I got a whole route. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not knocking nobody.
Shout out to how you get your money.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you got to know who you dealing with.
And I think like also it's another point on the pros and cons of that, right? When you actually are getting something or you're sticking by somebody, like if you look at people like, and I know we don't typically use names, but LeBron James, he's been with his wife since he was in high school. Denzel Washington been with his wife for like 20, 30 years, maybe even longer. But when you actually stick with somebody from the beginning, you get to enjoy all the fruits of their labor in the end. And I feel like everybody wants something so fast. The con is that if you're a woman and you want something that fast, you end up usually single.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna keep on running through people.
And that's okay too.
Nah, it's not.
I mean, not to run through people, but it's okay to be single because let's be real. Being single means that you are freely out there dating people. So I hate that stigma of, oh, she's a hoe. I'm single. I could go out there and be with whoever I want to be.
Single is different.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could. That's the point of being single, is to be able to date multiple different people and experience all different types.
But let's be realistic.
Men. Yeah, I know.
Let's be realistic. Most people don't want to be single.
Why not? Not for nothing.
No. By a certain age. I'm not gonna say, listen, 25, 26, you might want to be single. But I don't think anybody wants to be single at 55.
Maybe. You never know.
Not anybody.
Because some
majority.
55-year-olds are set in their ways and they're already content with.
Most 55-year-olds are set in their ways.
I mean, well, yeah, exactly. But they might be content with how they're like. I know men who are in their 50s and they are not. They have been single for years. They don't even have kids. You know what I mean? Because they're content with that.
What do they do?
They get to, you know.
And they get to by doing what? Becoming what? What are those 55-year-old men?
It could be anything.
They
could have businesses.
But they're sponsors.
No. I know a few of them who are not easily.
Easily or done is different.
No, I mean, like, they probably done spend a few dollars on a girl that they might like. Like, that's what you do when you're dating and you like somebody.
I'm a dude that talks to old dudes. You understand? This is how I learned the game.
I'm just saying. You asked me. So, but, you know, you have those. You have people who are just, like, they're content with that. And
do you think the goal is to be single then? For your whole life?
My goal?
If you had to say, yeah, your goal and the goal, both.
No.
The goal is not to be single, right?
No, I mean, I definitely want to be with somebody and grow with that person. But that was my.
But that's the point that I'm making.
Yeah. So everybody.
You said grow with that person.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the cons of somebody who wants the fast life. They don't want to grow with nobody.
They might want to.
No, they don't. That's why they
just don't know how to do it. Every relationship that you go into, you should definitely look at it as a business partner. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just because, like, if I'm in a relationship with you.
I like partner, but.
Yeah, cool. Like, if I'm in a relationship with you, this becomes a business because now it's more of, I have to inspire you to do better. I have to inspire you to figure out, like, how are we going to.
Or contribute to the business.
Yeah, but fuck contribute.
Maybe I need you to answer
because we're going to do 50-50 regardless. But.
Are we doing 50-50?
Yeah, if I'm in a relationship, we doing 50-50. It ain't no, you know.
Yo, you got the most high fives and pounds from me.
Give me another one.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Go ahead. Speak your speech.
Nah, but that's the other part that people don't understand either. But if I'm in a relationship with you, we are definitely doing 50-50 because everything is not on you and everything is not on me. This is a partnership. We are together, so I can't expect for you to do everything. Now, as a man, do I feel like you should do more? Yes, maybe, but I should be able to have that just in case something happens to you. It's something to fall on, and I don't have to worry about the sponsorship.
Come on.
But
this is called learning.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can get tricky though, but there are a lot of cons to just.
All right, so let's talk about the last part.
Okay.
The last part, or the last way, I should say, is getting it on your own, getting it out the mud, right? And look, see, to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, I don't know everything. I was raised by a woman that never had a sponsor, and she got it out the mud, and still gets it out the mud, but not really, but because she's done leveled up.
Yeah.
Right, but that's who I was raised by. So when I see women that have sponsorship, I almost look at them as less than, and it's not because, you know, a disrespectful way, it's just because I done seen the other way work too. So you just got to put in the work. But I also know the struggles that come with it, and that's one big con. But what are some pros and cons about getting it out the mud?
I mean, it takes longer. It might take you longer to get it out the mud.
Yo, Coco dropping gems.
You gotta to get it out the mud, you gotta put more work in. You gotta get up. You gotta put your shit on and go out there and really get it out the mud. Like, you gotta put that footwork in, and you gotta formulate your own agenda, your own goals, your own plan, and really get to it.
Yeah.
Without somebody being right there behind you to help you.
Well, I think that, right, you can have somebody behind you to help you, but when I say help, I'm not speaking like sponsorships like we were talking about.
Yeah, like...
You need that, like, that motivation or that emotional support, whatever that is. Everybody's different. The pros to that, though, is when it takes you longer to get there, you'll usually have it forever. Versus when you get there fast, you'll usually lose it fast.
That's usually how it always goes.
Right?
Fast money goes quick.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it's such a pro because you know, and this is coming from a guy's point of view where I feel like most men have to get it out the mud. Because we have to establish some type of value for y'all women to be like, okay, this is somebody y'all could be behind or be aside, right? And when you get it out the mud, it takes a lot of heartaches, it's a lot of stress. But the good thing is you learn so much.
Yeah.
Women look at men and they be like, okay, I need a man that's going to be able to teach me, guide me, and support me. But he can't teach you or guide you unless he goes through the process himself. Right? And that's part of the getting it out the mud process. Now, I'm a person that I genuinely love knowledge. I genuinely love knowledge. I love to read. I love to watch. I love to listen. I genuinely love knowledge. So when a woman comes into my life who has gotten it out the mud, I genuinely appreciate her so much more because she's going to kick me some knowledge. You feel me? And that's another pro. Like, when you're a woman getting it out the mud, I know there's a viral video going, right, that's talking about women that, you know, make more money are not wanted. And I 100% disagree. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about that, but when you're a woman that get it out the mud, a man will appreciate that so much more.
Yeah, I think that goes back to, like, even a man who is established or getting himself there. It doesn't make sense for me to not deal with a woman who is also on that same type of level. Like, you get what I'm saying? So.
And I feel like, because, like, in my mind, the way I look at it is, like, when you're a man and you have a woman that's earning a high income and you're intimidated and or you don't find her valuable, is usually because you're less of a man. In my opinion, like, you're less of a man because you feel like you can't control her or you can't control the situation or control the relationship or the dynamic of the relationship, or you may not just feel comfortable in that dynamic of the relationship because of the success of the girl.
So then maybe she should be putting you in position to get more.
But a person, what I'm saying is a person that is scared of that, right? That is scared, or I don't want to say scared. A person that doesn't like that is typically scared of that. A man that doesn't like a woman making a lot of money is typically scared of them.
Of a woman making more money than them?
He's scared of the powerful woman, which makes him, to me, not as powerful as a man.
It could be.
A powerful man and a powerful woman can coexist. You feel me? And they will learn from each other. They would definitely piggyback, but they gotta also be open-minded. I'm not gonna knock that one side because there's some people, if you make $10 million and I make $10 million and I tell you how to do something, you be like, Nick, I made $10 million. I don't gotta listen to you.
Yeah, but then it's just more of like, you have to, as a person, you have to be willing to take stuff in too, so you could better your own self. But if I'm with somebody and they make less than me, my personality isn't like, oh, I make more than you. What am I even with you for if that's gonna be my attitude towards you? Because at that point, it's not even about money. But if I'm making more money than my man, and my man is a good man, I'm gonna put him in a position to where he can make more money than me.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever taught your man?
Yeah, but this ain't building nigga either.
Yes, it is, cause we gotta build the chick too, cause
Yeah, I mean.
All right, I'm not saying build them from the ground up, but I'm saying have you ever taught? You talking about before contributing to the table,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. It don't gotta be finances. It could be knowledge.
Yeah.
So you ever kick knowledge to your man to help him do whatever he gotta do?
better, yeah.
But I'm not talking about what they talking about, the typical, he said he didn't want to go to work today. I said, you should get up and go. That's not kicking knowledge.
No.
Let's make sure we understand.
I mean, no, because in a relationship, you should be able to have that conversation.
Okay.
So I'm going to learn from you. You going to learn from me.
Don't give me a general thing. Give me a specific. What is something, I can tell you when I taught my women, and you know what I'm saying, or what I've taught all of them. But what have you taught your men or man in the past?
What have I taught them? Patience. No, seriously.
How? By getting them tight?
No. I'm not really. I'm not the headache. I don't like being a headache unless, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be.
So how did you teach them patience then?
I mean, you could easily be a person that's their peace. When they, you know what I'm saying?
Don't get poetic.
I'm not trying to be poetic, okay?
Don't get poetic.
I'm just saying,
do not get poetic.
I can't really get in details of what I've taught somebody because that person that hasn't told me, you have taught me X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, if I'm having conversation with you, 9 out of 10, it is something that you're gonna take with you later down the line. It might be your frustration, and I'm actually talking to you to try to give you some type of skills to deal with whatever it is you're going through or you're doing. Like I said, my man is in jail, so clearly, you know what I'm saying? I got a street dude, whatever, and his day might be rough as hell. You know what I'm saying? All day long, and he might come home to me and, yo, I got this going on, da 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 da, whatever, and here I am, the peace. To talk to you well, maybe you should do this way, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? I can't really pinpoint I taught him how to wash.
But can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
This is coming from a guy who had a lot of women in his life.
Mm-hmm. At what age though?
When did I start?
No, how old are you? No, you didn't gotta say that. Okay, never mind. Just go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Right,
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But I probably had more than a lot of men.
Yeah. You had more than a lot of what?
Men at this age.
Okay.
It's you know what I'm saying? And one thing that I learned in life is you never forget somebody who teaches you something.
Yeah.
And so no matter what it is, I try to leave something behind that's gonna be better. Even if you might only be here for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you some knowledge within these 3 weeks and some dick. And I'm out. But you're gonna think damn, he taught me this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I think about it differently because that's something that I also find as contributing to the table, because it doesn't always have to be monetary, especially when you have your own. Mm-hmm. But and your peace is cool. I done had peace. You know what I'm saying? I have peace at times. Sometimes my house is fucking crazy. Excuse my language. But what I'm saying is that is not taught. You know what I'm saying? That's provided. Does that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so. Like I said, I can't really pinpoint because that person or people have not come to me to say, Coco, you have taught me to be a better man. But well, I have actually.
There we go.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I know you taught one of your men something. Come on, what you
that was a question that was just damn, that wasn't on the top of my.
You should be thinking about what you bringing to the table.
I know what I bring to the table right now. I can't speak for. I can't speak for before. But I know what I bring around the table right now. So, in general, I've had, my ex, right? Mm-hmm. I've had him, he has an anger problem. But I've had him come to me, and he's very immature. But I've had him come to me over the years that we have not been together. My daughter is 14, so I haven't been with him in that.
A while.
Yeah, in a long time. But he's come to me and say, I just want to tell you that you know, you taught me how to be a man. You taught me that I need to do this and I need to do this. And you know what I'm saying? Like a list of things that he should have had in order when we were together that he did not have in order then, but now he does. And me being who I am and stern, or even telling him, like, not trying to be nasty to you, but it's not working because I need my man to be able to do X, Y, and Z. So now he's able to do that in his relationship that he's in now. You know what I'm saying? So I've had that, but
that's good.
as far as like right now, I mean, I can't, I don't know.
It's a little bit different.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, this was great. Coco, you were great.
I had fun.
You had fun?
Yes.
All right.
We got to do this again.
All right. We're going to work something out only because you're Aries. But everybody, this has been a great topic at 8 at the Table. This is your man, Rico Hundo. We will see you next time.
Bye.